Hello, this is my circulation reflection. Starting off, the materials that I selected for my digital portfolio consisted of various creations that show my abilities and interests in different areas of my life. For example, my It narrative was about an old church in a small town, watching the time goes by as things change, which in a way reflects the way I grew up in a small town with old buildings around that seem to stay the same my whole life. Another piece that I included was a picture of my car, which represents the way I feel about cars in general. I've always been fascinated by them, even boring or everyday ones. The interactions with my classmates, um, and the editing of my portfolio certainly helped me design the website for better usability. Since they're a third party, they sort of see things differently than when someone creates it themselves, which is why peer reviews are so important. They gave great feedback on my remix assignments and the placing of my information, um, especially on my About Me page, since that was my first page I created. It wasn't good to start off with, but after the comments they made, it definitely was good after hearing what they thought. Their comments were really good when it came to the usability aspect as well. Um, my pieces of the work that I included are representative of who I am as a writer and a creator. I put a narrative story as well, which sort of shows my interest in apocalyptic type end of the world stories. Um, it was a sequel to the book Fahrenheit 451. Um, it sort of showed what I like to write as a person and also my sort of casual writing style, which is sort of different than some other student writers. When it comes to the decisions I made for what artifacts to put in my portfolio and what to keep out, I certainly had the fact that the public may be able to view my website or uh, my professor or other classmates, so I definitely kept some things not in my website because I didn't want to overshare anything or put something in that's too revealing of my personal values. So I chose artifacts that were representative of me without being overly personal. But as I grow and write more over the next few years in my college education, there will be more opportunities to put more of my work into the portfolio and to showcase who I am as a writer and creator. Especially as I continue my education, there'll be things that I write that are very different than what I have written in the past, which will be challenging, but is good to showcase different abilities in my portfolio. And maybe along the way, I pick up new hobbies or interests, which could add to obviously my writing or maybe photography. As I said, I like taking pictures of cars and stuff, so maybe interest in a certain type or just different hobbies it could add to my photography. So that's the thought process behind my portfolio. Thank you.